chat is working. So when you come into the contract creator page, we start with an initial prompt, and these are configurable and these are configurable. And so if I go, I want help with a divorce, what has happened is we have gone to ChatGPT and we have set a system prompt and we've set an assistant prompt. So we are now recording a set of messages. Married, 3 years, no kids. And we're off. So this basically works, and what we're doing is after when we set up the first message, we set up an assistant prompt to grab for context, and we set up and then when we are going through the conversation, at the moment it's using the last 6 messages as the context for the next chat completion. So on the back end, that's all configurable, and I've had, just to get this working, I've had to fiddle around with this, because if you don't get these things right, it doesn't work very well at all. So this is the system prompt at the start. You're a helpful legal assistant, don't be repetitive. And then this is the first message. So this is not a ChatGPT message, this is the first one. We say get started with the options. But then when we send the first message, like here, this very first message, when we send this first message here, we set it with this system prompt here, with this system prompt here. And then after that, these conversations are sending the last 6 messages as part of the context for the chat to complete. And I started off with 3, and it got very sort of locked into a loop. Then I've currently made it 6, and it's a lot more sort of sensible. And then no agreements in place, no custody, no other issues. Let's just see what it says. I mean, garbage in, garbage out. Now, I need to reset that. And it gets a bit repetitive, but you get the idea. So the chat is working. We need to fix the prompts, and we probably need to send more than the last history of the last 6. But the problem is trying to get this to funnel down to saying, now would you like to get some professional legal advice? And I'm not sure. We're just going to have to change the prompts to drive it into the contract creator place. And I've also set up the accounts up here, and so that's the bench. That's where we've got to. Very fiddly to get to here, but hopefully this is the trickiest part.